Most makers and builders don't create because it's a hobby. They do it because it's a passion. And for some of us, it's a downright obsession. So today we're going to take a quick look at one of those obsessed makers and see what they've created. It's time for our Geek of the Week. What's up, you awesome geeks? I'm Brian, this is the Smuggler's Room, and today it's all about sharing an amazing project with you from another incredible maker. Our friend Ron fell victim to the need to build a room that encapsulated his love of Star Wars, and he built a Death Star home theater. We talked with Ron and asked all the important questions about how he came about designing, building, and completing his Death Star theater. And it all started with a plan. His first stage was designing his room with good old-fashioned pencil and paper. And then he moved into Blender to create a 3D render of the space. This gave Ron a chance to really see what this space could be. From there, he dove headfirst into the cutting and fabrication, which means a lot of MDF. Ron shared some tips in using MDF. First, wear a mask for protection. Measure 3 times and cut once, as well as have a vacuum on hand for the crazy amount of dust. He also suggests some type of sealant or shellac on the cut edges. Those suck up paint like a sponge. The flat surfaces don't need treatment unless you're going for that glossy clean look, he says. Damn you, rubble scum. Finally, make sure you paint before you attach to the wall and design the panels for an easy install and removal. The one thing Ron wished is that there would have been some type of French cleat system that he put in to make the attachment and removing much easier. When we asked Ron about the tools that he used, he said he started with a jigsaw, then he added a table saw later in the project, and he really enjoyed working with his Wagner paint sprayer. And I think it's a really great thing to point out that this wasn't done with CNC or any other fancy tools. He took a jigsaw, carefully plotted out all of his cuts, and was able to achieve a really amazing look with the tools he had on hand. Now, I'll tell you, all of this is awesome, but one of my favorite parts is the door. Yep, the automatic door is fantastic, and absolutely one of those things that takes this project to the next level. When we asked him if there were plans for upgrades, he told us that since finishing the project, he has in fact purchased a CNC machine and wants to add additional details with it, using the new tool to add iconic slotted areas seen all over the Death Star, and he mentioned to me that he had plans to maybe change the back area where the Star Destroyer window is. I cannot wait to see what kind of upgrades he does. Ron mentioned that the entire project took him about 2 months. He worked in the evenings after work, and then on the weekends. For 2 months, there is a ton of work that got done, and I can't believe how quickly he got through it. Maybe Ron needs to come and help me with the room. It's only been 7 years. We want to thank Ron for sharing this project with us, but more importantly, for allowing us to share it with all of you. And we really hope that you enjoyed his theater. We're going to put Ron's information in the description. He has a website with a blog that has posts not only on the theater, but other projects he's working on, as well as a YouTube channel where he does a walkthrough of the space as well. We love to build projects here. That's why we started the Smuggler's Room. But we have found that there are so many incredible projects being made by all of you, and we're on the hunt. We want to see more of it. So if you go in the description, you can find our social media links, tag us in your projects, send us your project information, and we'll connect with you at some point, because we know that all of you are building something out of nothing. We'll see you next time.